If Deion Sanders couldn't fix Cormani McClain, then nobody can. I had everybody and their mama sending this to me saying, yo, Matt, you got to make a video. You got to talk about this. Ironically enough, Cormani's kryptonite has been his superpower. To make things even more interesting, Cormani's agent, he got in the mix of things. The Chronicles of Cormani McClain continues. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get nice and cozy, gather around the campfire as we continue to talk about what is easily the most captivating situation in all college football. As you can see on your screen right here, Cormani is trending, and it's for good reason because there's a big mess going on. If you're watching this video, I'd like to assume you more than likely saw the video we made 2 days ago talking about how Cormani, he's back in trouble, but this time at Florida. If number one, you didn't watch that video, or number two, you have no idea what's going on, let me give you some context because it's very vital to what we're about to get into. If you did see the video and you know what's going on, just stay with me. I'm going to run through this very quickly. A couple days ago, some staff members of part of the Florida football team were coming out and stating that Cormani, he's having some issues. Like I stated in that video 2 days ago, and I do want to clarify on this and emphasize it, these are not my personal sources, and these are allegations. I'm just the messenger. I'm here to present you with the information, and you can do what you want with it. With that being said, though, if you gotta ask me, for my 2 cents, I do believe this stuff more than I don't believe it because he's done this before, pattern recognition. And then secondly, the other reason is, why would a respected staff member and people of Florida be coming out with this news? It's just stupid. Why would you make this up about your own team? Anyways, let me read you off what this member stated. I was told that Cormani McClain has been late to most of the requirements, meetings, lifting, etc. The way that it's handled is sort of like a strike system. Essentially, you get a warning. Then you have to do extra run/lift. He's in the weight gain program, so we would have to do extra lifting. ... which he showed up to late as well. They started to make the defense and then the rest of the team do these extra lifts thinking that would get Cormani to show up on time, and it hasn't. You're not going to be liked in the locker room if your tardiness/immaturity is causing the rest of your team to have to run. Goes to what I said about him when Florida took the flyer on him, just immature, needs to grow up. So there we have it. If you don't know what that guy's saying, to sum it up, Cormani McClain, he has been showing up late to practices, meetings, like he was doing at Colorado, but now Florida's punishing him for it. And he's showing up late to the punishments, which is crazy. Continuing along, though, with that being said, we also showed you this tweet where a legitimate and verified source from Florida has stated Cormani McClain has not been kicked off of the team. So although things are kind of looking a little rocky for him, he's still with the team and he's got a fighting chance. I could sit up here and give you my opinion on all that, but I've already done it. If you want to know what I have to say about it, go check out the recent video. And oh yeah, let me address this. This is one of the top liked comments in the comment section. I saw a bunch of you saying this. Y'all made it seem like Colorado was the problem, though. That comment's coming from Lamont. Shout out to you, Lamont, for writing that. I greatly appreciate that. And I hope you're not talking about me. I hope when you say y'all, you're referring to people in general, because I have stated since day one, no, it is not Deion Sanders' fault Cormani couldn't get his act together. I'm not going to go digging for what I stated in the old videos, but I know exactly what I said word for word. I stated when Cormani left Colorado, it is one of the worst decisions he has ever made in his life, and it's for this one reason. What did I say? Y'all remember it. Don't act brand new around here. If Deion Sanders couldn't fix Cormani McClain, then nobody can. I haven't screamed this loud and got this passionate probably since the middle of college football season, and I'm not apologizing for it. I am passionate about subjects like this. You can say what you want about the Colorado football team. You can have whatever opinion you want about the Sanders family and Coach Prime, Deion, whatever you want to call them. Well, good gosh almighty, nobody roots for younger men to succeed more than Coach Prime. He will literally go above and beyond for his guys. He's a ride or die type of person. He's a guy you want in your corner. And to go on top of that, where does he specialize? What position did he play? Defensive back. What position did Cormani play or currently plays? Defensive back. I promise you, nobody wanted Cormani to succeed more than Coach Prime. I guarantee you, matter of fact, I'll go as far as saying this. I bet Coach Prime wanted Cormani to succeed more than Cormani. I'm sorry for this whole rant and tangent. At the end of the day, you can't want it for somebody else. They have to want it. And what's even crazier about this, don't even get me started on it, is the fact that Cormani still threw Deion under the bus when he left. Not a very smart decision at all, and that is a nice way of putting it, that's sugarcoating it. Before I go on another mega rant, let me enlighten you on what's going on and what's unfolding as to when I'm speaking. It all started a few hours ago when a Twitter account that goes by the name of Polkway tweeted this out. Just received word that Cormani McClain has been removed from the University of Florida football team. Wow. Per usual, shout out to all you guys. I had everybody and their mama sending this to me saying, yo, Matt, you got to make a video. You got to talk about this. But just like always, I pride myself on this. I don't want to be the first person to report on the news. I want to be the best. So normally, whenever I see something crazy like this, I'll sit back, relax, and I'll watch it unfold, and I'll see how things play out. I was watching this closely. I saw a bunch of major accounts repost this tweet, citing it, and I finally called one of my sources that is around that Florida football team. I don't have many sources around that team, only about 1 to 2. Called him up and I said, hey man, I'm sure you've seen it by now. Can you elaborate on this? Can you give me any information? Didn't really get too much from him. He told me nothing has been made official. If he does hear anything, he'll let me know. So that really didn't do anything for me because when I first saw the tweet, I was in disbelief. I didn't believe it. And after the phone call, still really in the same state of mind. I don't believe the tweet. The tweet is continuing to make its rounds on social media. It's trending everywhere. And finally, the secondary coach at Florida, Will Harris, tweeted out, not true. Obviously, you didn't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out what he was referencing there. He's talking about Cormani being kicked off of the team. Another insider wound up posting this, and this is really giving you some inside information. A lot of rumors out there about him. I'm told by multiple program sources that Cormani McClain has been great in recent days and is having one of his best weeks since transferring to Florida. As many of you saw, secondary coach Will Harris said it's not true that he's off the team. He was on time for workouts this morning at 6 a.m. The coaches are continuing to push him this offseason. To me, this seems a little like, and I'm just talking about what we're looking at right here, this insider information, damage control. The fact he had to throw in there, hey, Cormani was on time to his workout this morning at 6 a.m., kind of shows you the state of which Cormani McClain is in. The fact that you even have to bring up he showed up on time to a workout in any argument is kind of embarrassing. It's like, oh, well, no. Cormani doesn't have any problems. He was on time today. Like, come on, man. That's the bare minimum. Is that how low the bar is for Cormani now? Just showing up on time to a workout is a positive? Am I supposed to sit up here and clap it up for him and applaud him for that? Heck no. To make things even more interesting, Cormani's agent, he got in the mix of things. He tweeted out, information being circulated about Cormani McClain is 100% false. He is on the team and doing well. Social media is crazy. So at this point in time, not only are people confused with everything, they don't know what to believe. I don't know the guy who posted the original tweet, but I'm 99% sure this is how things went down. He was hearing all the rumors about Cormani struggling at Florida. He's showing up late to practices and workouts, and he just assumed eventually news would come out. He's going to be kicked off of the team, so he figured, hey, why not? I'll be the first to tweet about it. I'll be the first to report on the news. Which is bad reporting because you were just guessing that was going to happen. You didn't actually know if Cormani McClain was officially kicked off of Florida. Unfortunately, people are going to see that tweet and not do any digging and research, and they're just going to run with it and be like, oh, well, I guess Cormani, he's off of the team. But he's not, so let me clarify all that right now. As to when I'm speaking and making this video, Cormani McClain is still on the Florida football team. But, and I have a big but, you better believe this, it doesn't take away from the fact that he has been showing up late to workouts, meetings, etc. Maybe he'll get better at that. Maybe he'll fix that issue. We don't know. Only time will tell. I do believe Cormani has a slight chance to turn this crap show around, and the great part about his situation is the ball's in his court. What's holding him back isn't a talent issues. He's one of the most talented people to ever walk on this earth. He's insanely gifted, insanely talented. It's just mental. It's the little things. Showing up on time, getting out of your bed when you don't want to, doing that extra rep, doing all the reps at that, and then putting in the hard work. I want you to really feel me and hear me when I say this. Ironically enough, Cormani's kryptonite has been his superpower. He was beyond superior to all of his peers from the age of 7 years old up until he was 18, and he didn't have to work hard because it was just easy to him. When you think about it, up until college, he never had to work hard because he was that much better than everyone else. But when you get to college, man, the difference in the gap, it decreases a little bit because almost every player on a collegiate roster was the man at their school. And when I say school, I'm talking about their high school. In college, occasionally, hard work will beat talent when talent fails to work hard. It's a quote you've heard your entire life, and it's not entirely true because every now and then you can have a 6'7" point guard or shooting guard, not work hard, and he's always going to beat the 5'10" point guard who works extremely hard. Moral of the story is Cormani still has a fighter's chance. He is not off the team, and I feel like we're going to learn a lot about the situation in the up and coming months because the season's right around the corner. If you do want to continue to receive updates on stuff like this and anything involving college football, consider subscribing if you enjoyed your time here. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But